If it looks like I'm not dressed for the Super Bowl, that's because I'm not. This dip that I'm about to show you is so easy. I'm actually prepping it on my lunch hour. I'm gonna let it marinate and then I'm gonna take it to the big game. This recipe is as simple as measuring a few things, chopping and stirring. First, I start off with some drained sweet corn and black-eyed peas. Maybe the black-eyed peas will even give your team a little bit of luck. Next, I've chopped up some cilantro. We're gonna add that right in. I know cilantro is polarizing, so if you don't love cilantro, you could leave it out. That would be fine. For some more crunch, we're gonna give it some chopped red bell peppers straight into the bowl. Then for a good punch, I've diced up some red onion. Slide it right into there. Next comes the marinade, which is gonna give it tons of flavor. The thing I like about this dip is it's quite complex. It's got something soft, it's got something crunchy, it's got something sweet, it's got something sour, it's got everything. So we're gonna start off with some sugar. Then for some more tang, a little zip and punch, we're gonna add some white vinegar. Because this is a dip that has like a marinade, we're gonna add some olive oil. Now I know this next ingredient is very specific, but it calls for it. You're just gonna need to find it. I can find it at my Albertsons. It's called tiger sauce. This is not sponsored, but it's a very unique flavor and it's gonna make everyone be like, oh, I've never had a dip like this before. But it's not loaded with cheese and a lot of other allergens like a lot of dips are. Now, I'm gonna wrap this up. Look how colorful and bright and pretty that is. Put it in the fridge, try and let it marinate 4 hours to overnight. Then when I come back, we're gonna add the fresh avocado. No dip is complete without it, in my opinion. Okay, this has been marinating. Now you have two options. You can either serve it as is, there's not too much liquid, or if it's a little too liquidy for you, you can drain out that marinade. It's up to you. And then you're gonna take some fresh avocado. I've diced it within the shell and I'm just gonna scoop it all out. And it's gonna just give it a little bit of that creaminess. This is my son's favorite dip and no fail, I make it at least on New Year's Eve. He'd be mad at me if I didn't, and the Super Bowl. And what's nice is the vinegar in it is gonna help the avocado from browning and looking gross as it sits out on game day. You know, there was a time when I wondered, would we ever be able to attend food-centered parties like the Super Bowl? But a couple of things have happened that help make us feel more confident. The first is that we know and love the host. We're very close with her. She understands food allergies. She gets it. The second is my son is very mature, very responsible. He's not the kind to be tempted and try a bite of something. The third is that I always make sure to ask my son, like, what is it you would want? Because obviously he's going to have less selection than everybody else, but I make sure to bring something that he's excited about, like this dip, so that way he can really partake. There's also a lot of safe things that he can have, like chips and salsa. Make sure to read the label on the salsa and the chips, fruits and veggies, plain, so he can do a small variety, but at least he's still feeling like he's eating, he's part of the crowd. And we always remind him it's not always just about the food. It's about being together with friends and family. It's about enjoying a shared activity. It's about being social. And then I also make sure to bring him like something yummy for dessert. And then we also remind him, get in line first. And everyone there knows he has food allergies. And I'm like, load up, because you never know if someone's gonna put a wrong spoon in it later on. So I'm like, don't be embarrassed. Load your plate up, whether it's the dessert or the entree or the dip, because that way you ensure you get enough, because everyone else is going to be sampling. They'll have a full plate just of different things. You load up on what you know is safe for you. We've been going for years. We love it. We have a ball. I hope that you can find ways to incorporate these, you know, food traditions, holidays in a safe way, whether it's bringing your own thing, going to an event with people you love and trust. Happy Super Bowl.